It's January 8th. Technically, the holiday season is over. It's over everywhere in the park, well, except for Main Street, where it's still a Christmas tree, but also here in New Orleans Square, where the Haunted Mansion holiday is still up. It's going to close on January 22nd for the big Q refurb. I thought we were going to wait until then before anything would happen, but this morning, I'm here at 9:30 a.m. on this Monday morning, January 8th, and they've got walls up at Haunted Mansion. This is sort of an epilogue to our construction video that we put up earlier today. It's almost like you can't tell what we're looking at this moment. They have put up walls splitting the fountain areas right down the middle. The fountain is still here on this side of the wall, so the fountain has survived for the time being. It will not eventually. They've still got Q up. They're still prepping for Q out here, most likely because, well, I'm going to show you why here in a minute. But let's just take a look at these construction walls. They go all the way around back to the Fast Pass kiosk station for the old Haunted Mansion Fast Pass station, which we just talked about in that construction video uploaded this morning, that they're going to be, this is all going away and they're going to be replacing this with new Q. I don't think we're going to be able to see anything through here. Not that there's anything happening, but they've already, I can see with my eyes, they haven't done anything yet. So these walls stretch, this is about where the first, extended Q would go as it comes out the threshold of the Haunted Mansion. Walls are up here. Notice also that they've taken out the popcorn cart. The popcorn cart is missing from right here. It would have been in this spot right there. So the reason why they do that, again, is so that they can extend this queue further out around the fountain area. There's a lot of cast members trying to discuss and figure out what's happening here with their mansion. The walls do continue out to the threshold, so the actual entrance, Haunted Mansion's still open, by the way. It is still open out to the entrance here. So they've closed off the entirety of that section right there where the two switchbacks were here, and then you get into the fountain queue space. And it looks like they are trying to create a switchback right here with this tape. For now, it's not a problem. We're going to come back here later in the day when I'm filming a different vlog, and we'll examine the impact of what's happening inside the queue, because there's more. Well, take a peek through the gate here, and you can see way back there, that's the rear queue with all those switchbacks back there that we've seen in the concept art. Is getting some kind of makeover. They've got walls up blocking off that area, so the entirety of that queue has been removed. It's gone. You cannot access that queue. All guests head down the path like they normally would, but then they go up the stairs now. They immediately go up the stairs, and then there's a switchback, the regular switchbacks back there, which is normally the end of the exterior standby wait. You can see the walls up there as well, and then the walls run all the way back to the graveyard, where the tombstones are. You can barely see those back there, the walls. So that's it. That's all of the queue out here in front of the mansion. That's why they're going to have their hands full managing this queue when it gets out to the middle of the day where it's going to go, because they've also cut off some of the queue on the exterior queue, the extended queue outside by the fountain. So they've got to run it all over the place. They need to make as much room as possible. This is going to get ugly. This is going to get ugly really fast, I think, on a busy day, which is basically every day the way things have been going. I'm looking forward to coming back here around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock and seeing how this thing looks. We've got just the walls up. That means they're prepping for demo, I'm sure. The walls are up because they're prepping for demo. They're going to demo the extended queue back there where the switchbacks are. I don't know yet. I'll be looking for any kind of scrim or some sort of, something to obscure what's happening on the berm out there where the train goes through the berm. I don't know if they're going to be doing anything there, but our first clue, if they are doing anything on that berm, will be some kind of scrim or something up there. I honestly can't figure how they're going to displace those guests that they're going to be, that aren't going to be in that extended queue in the rear part. I don't know how they're going to displace those guests, and at the same time displace the guests that are out here in the extended queue that run alongside the mansion fence. it's already, it's what, 9:45 in the morning, not even 10. The queue is starting already to poke out of the entrance. And then they're gonna send them up in here, around the fountain a little bit. I don't know where they go from here. I guess they have to run them, you know, Pirates of the Caribbean style. Which makes me think if the move of Pirates to Lightning Lane was to accommodate the closure of Haunted, they should have done it now. Now that's just my casual layman's observation. I am by no means an expert on theme park management. I have said this many times. None of us know the vicissitudes of the difficulties in running a theme park. So I won't pretend to be an expert on what the right thing to do is. I'm just saying it seems illogical to my layman observations that they're going to have a problem today with this queue. We'll come back later on this afternoon and see how that works out. Well, as promised, came back to New Orleans Square at about 2:30. It is 2:30 in the afternoon to see what effect this situation has had on the Haunted Mansion queue. I actually checked back in a couple of times on, you know, in the meantime. We were here at about 11:30 in the afternoon. Hey guys, 11:30 in the morning. And then again later, about an hour later, and it was still negligible, and it's right about how we left it 2 hours ago. We got in the queue to do a ride-through, and that's about what it looked like. So I guess it's the you know, the January crowds that's not driving. You know, I'm waiting for, you know, the super full queues, but you know that's not going to happen today. It looks like it's just not going to be a big day. So maybe they can't survive this without too much difficulty. In our ride-through earlier today, I noticed that they were getting very creative with how they're managing the queues. They've got these switchbacks taped up out here. They're doing some really interesting stuff inside the queue as well. So they haven't even come close to trying to, or maximizing this space out here. So that's good. So the impact should be negligible, and I expect that this won't be a problem for the 2 weeks that they're open until, you know, the refurb begins on January 22nd. So while it's a huge story that the walls are up and that things have already begun, you know, I felt like it was going to be, I didn't think they were going to start until the 22nd. They may be in the demo phase before this attraction closes on the 22nd. Right now, it's just kind of a novelty. It's an interesting development here at Haunted Mansion. It's something that I actually really enjoyed that when we did our ride earlier today. So we'll stay tuned to see how this develops in the coming weeks and months. January 22nd, it closes. I don't know. The Mark Twain, which I'm looking at right now, is still under refurb. That's supposed to be coming back online in about 3 or 4 weeks if everything stays according to Hoyle. I don't know that I'll be able to see anything from the Columbia, but we'll get on that next week on Friday. We'll get on that Columbia and see what we can see. No problem whatsoever. Wow. That's the back of the queue. Wow. Wow. Thanks for watching, everybody. No big deal here from Disneyland, New Orleans Square. No big deal at all. It's just a bunch of construction walls with a Haunted Mansion. Stay tuned. We love you guys. Thanks for watching. Follow us on Instagram at _FreshBaked, on Twitter at FreshBakedDisney, that's Fresh with no E, and on TikTok at FreshBakedDisney if you like our show. Hi. And want to show your support, please do consider joining our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/FreshBaked. Otherwise, thanks again for watching, everybody. We love you. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. Fresh Baked.